to the crew from Longtown for having us along to witness their work in very testing conditions. Finally tonight, for the past 3 years, Jak Francis from Tyneside has been living with an agonising condition that has stumped his doctors. Now there is a chance of a cure, but finding the money to pay for it will need a little help from his friends. Jak is used to living life on the edge.
My main thing is music. I make like rap, sort of rock, metal. Free running, going to the gym. I could never imagine myself like not being an active person. Well done.
Now, crippling pain has stopped him doing the things he loves.
I remember having to cut things out of my diet because I couldn't digest them properly, or I got like weird symptoms from them. Like I was getting, like chest pains from certain food. This is my remarkably boring breakfast. White rice, a little bit of vegetables, a little bit of chicken, but that's like about all I can like handle in the morning. If I had like you have like oats or bran or something, I'd be in like excruciating pain. I just want to be able to have like healthy, normal food like everyone else and be healthy and feel satisfied.
It's hard to believe this is the same person, but now Jak hardly leaves the house. He struggles to walk as well as eat and is in constant pain and discomfort.
I just get like shooting pains all the way down like my lower abdomen, get like burning pains around here. It often like goes up my back, and then I start getting a bit of a limp in my left leg. It's the type of pain that you just don't even want to talk to people. You just want to be in bed and you kind of want to sleep, but you can't even sleep because it hurts.
After more than a year of appointments and tests with the NHS, Jak still had no diagnosis.
I was very, very lost and very depressed because I just didn't know where to go or what it was, or it seemed like no one had an answer.
So Jak's taking matters into his own hands. By talking to people online, he's found out about vascular compressions. He flew out to a specialist in Germany who told him he had 3: Mal's, Nutcracker and May-Turner syndrome.
Vascular compressions, the way that I describe it to people that I talk to, is at certain points in my body, my arteries are kind of compromised. It's usually a case of the arteries or blood vessels being crushed somehow, which is compromising blood flow. And obviously this artery up here, the one that Mal's affects, feeds like my intestines and my digestive organs, which explains why I can't like eat food without pain.
Were you filming?
Yeah.
The one thing that's kept Jak going is his mates. They're documenting his story and have come to meet Emma in Derby. For Jak, she's been crucial.
How was the journey?
Fine.
Yeah?
It was
Good?
alright, yeah.
Hey!
Nice to finally meet
Oh,
you.
nice to finally meet you.
You alright?
Yeah, good, thank you. What's your friend's
This is
name?
Liam.
Hey
It
Liam,
was
nice
the
to
guy I
meet
did the
you.
music with.
Come to my not so clean house.
Don't
Have
be
a
daft,
seat.
man. Don't be daft.
I did Hoover.
I live in a house of 5 lads, man.
Jak met Emma online last year when he was trying to find out what was wrong with him.
We've talked a lot on the phone, haven't we?
It doesn't
Many,
feel
many
like we're
times.
meeting for the first time though.
No, not at all, not at all. But literally, I have no idea what would have happened if you didn't message us about like
Yeah.
Miles and.
Emma lived with vascular compressions for 15 years.
As each year went by, it got worse and worse. Eventually became bedbound, couldn't drink water, couldn't eat. I was at a point where I couldn't live the way I was living.
It's unknown how many people in the UK have vascular compressions. After no success here, Emma went to Germany for surgery.
Surgery might be risky, but if your quality of life is severely impaired and it's non-existent, it should be the patient's choice to then make that decision.
For me, like that's what it comes down to. Like even the quality of life I have now,
Yeah.
which you or other people might consider like you would have
I
maybe
wouldn't
just.
consider it normal.
No, it's
but
not
if you
normal,
do,
but you might have thought it's not worth getting surgery.
I actually have to advise you how I would advise everybody, because I don't want people to think that I'm promoting something and being too over the top.
Yeah,
I
know,
have to give
I
you,
get it. Yeah,
I'm not a doctor,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm just trying to give you realistic advice.
Yeah.
If you wanted me to score out on a percentage, I'd say at least 60-70% quality of life back, whereas before it was 0. So that's a big thing for me.
As they head back to the northeast, Jak's got some serious thinking to do. If he does want to have surgery in Germany like Emma, it could cost up to €30,000. Meanwhile, he's still waiting for a scan on the NHS. So just what is the state of play in the UK when it comes to vascular compressions?
Because these are rare conditions, they are not very common. And not every vascular surgeon has developed that ability to operate on such complex conditions. So there are some recognized vascular surgeons who do perform this kind of treatment. Unless they've gone to those people, they may not know.
I mean, this is not a normal life for a young man, and you cannot continue with your professional work.
German surgeon Professor Sandmann says he's treated 150 patients with similar conditions to Jack.
Would you say that the success rate for this kind of operation is generally quite high? Like, does it look hopeful, or is it a huge risk, or?
The success rate for resecting the arcuatum ligament is nearly 95%. But then you can eat normal, you will not have pain.
Would you say that there's the potential there, if it was successful, of me having a completely normal life again?
Yes.
Okay, that's good to hear. I think all of my questions that I had for him have been answered. It seems like he listens a lot, which is good for me, because I don't feel like I'm being listened to over here, really. I'll not lie, I do have my reservations. I don't want to put all of my eggs in one basket. It's an extremely important, risky thing to be dealing with, and I don't just want to dive in. But other than that, that has made me very hopeful that at least, you know, there's a surgeon out there that knows what he's on about and is willing to help.
But before he can book in surgery, he needs the money, and that's down to his friends. Tonight, there's a gig at the Cluny in Newcastle.
All of my friends are there, local bands, people have came up from London. It's going to be big. No matter how much I'm hurting or whatever, like, I want to give them a performance tonight. Like, even if tomorrow I have to spend the whole day in bed or whatever, I want to give back for, like, everything that they've given me, you know.
The only thing he had creative that he could do was music, which slowly got taken away from him as it got worse. He sort of takes all the anger and everything that he feels from what he's going through and puts it into that.
Excuse me, I'm going to save my life and that, you know what I mean? So I want to say.
After the gig, Jack is struggling, but all the support from friends has given him hope.
It's actually overwhelming, the amount of people that are messaging us and following us and giving us support. Like, that is invaluable to me. Because of your support, I have a reason to fight, and I have more reason to push forward, and I'm more hungry to get better. I'm very, very determined to find the best treatment and to get better and have even more than a normal life after this.
Sadly, since filming, Jack's condition has deteriorated. We'll keep in touch as Jack weighs up the plan to find help in Germany. That's it for tonight.